from there.
Okay.
Hello, folks. This is Lindsey Huddleston with SPS back in the building, Sports Psychology Solution, that is, with another SPS Mental Health Moment. Got a chance to sit down with a very bright young man, rising star in the Michigan basketball scene, Mr. JaKary Towns out of Godwin Heights. How are you, man?
I'm doing good.
Good. Representing class of 2023, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we got a chance to meet, I guess earlier in the year or late last year sometime. It was at the JaKary Spotlight Showcase. And shout out to my guy, Ira Childress, now athletic director at the impressive Gulliver Prep down in Miami, Florida. He made a point that we connected, and I was glad to be able to sit down with you. We did a little interview practice, if you will. But now, tell me how your season went. Tell me how things are for you now with this COVID-19 pandemic. Just give me some feedback of what's going on with you.
Well, the season ended pretty well. You know, we finished with a I think we finished with a losing record, but over the season we were growing in progression the whole year. We got knocked out in the first round of districts to Grand Rapids Christian. But the whole year, we fought. You know, me and another freshman had to step up, and we just had to carry a team on our back. Coaching staff did really well with us during practices, teaching us all they could. But with this COVID-19, I've just been preparing for next season and getting my body built up, because over the last season I've seen that I need to drive to the lane more. So I've been lifting weights, running, conditioning, and getting myself ready. So even with this pandemic, I'm just keep trying to push myself in ways, find new ways to push myself.
Wow, that's something right there, man, that even at your age as a rising sophomore, you are seeing what you need to work on and working on it. So many times people kind of leave their game at the last game. You went out, as a freshman, and some people would be so happy with just being able to play varsity basketball as a freshman, but you're seeing the improvement you need to do. So what was it like for you being a freshman out there dealing with all the other guys?
Well, most of the guys on the team respected me, and it was a great season. A couple of first games I was nervous, but my second game I had a great game and dropped 20 points against Hudsonville. So, and then after that, ever since that, I gained confidence and had many more games in the future that I scored big. So it was a great year for me, and I'm just thinking about the future for next year and trying to bring a conference championship and hopefully make it to state.
Okay, those are great goals. You sound very well spoken as a young man doing that. What is it like, the attention you get, and also trying to balance that with fitting in with your peers, but then being able to deal with the potential envy that may come? I don't know, it may not come, but just what is it like having all that spotlight on you being so young?
Well, it's hard to deal with because, you got people that want to see you lose, and you got people that want to uplift you as well. So with everybody, with all the spotlight on me, I just got to focus in, I listen to a lot of music. So in my head, I just block all of that out. And just at the end of the day, you just got to go out there and play and do it for the ones who love you. You just got to keep pushing. You just got to keep doing it for yourself and the ones who love you. So Every time the spotlight's on me, I just go out there and do what I learned in the gym and just try my best to go out there and perform.
That's great. There's a saying in the military is remember your training. So you've been through that part. When you talk about your game, you're probably going to continue to grow in size and height as well. Is there anybody in particular on a college level or even on an NBA level that you like to pattern your game after, or you see yourself like?
One of the most people that I pattern my game after is Jason Tatum, because I like how he can create space off the dribble. And I watch a lot of his videos and his workouts. So I pattern my game mostly after him because, a lot of people call me long, lanky, can shoot the ball well, and pull up in the mid-range. And I like what Jason Tatum brings in the mid-range game as well.
Oh, that's great. And Jason Tatum is a great person to emulate. And also, you're probably going to have a few more growth spurts. So being a true guard and getting some size, that's really going to make you a force to reckon with like that. What are some of the things you're trying to work on? You talked about getting stronger and things like that. What are some other things that you're doing that you want to see your game improve as you go forward?
My lateral quickness, because during the season, I defended pretty well, but I know during the season there was more times to get steals and more times to pressure a defender. So I want to get my feet moving better. And over the summer, I want to really work on that and still improving my body, making sure that I'm ready in moments when my coach needs me to make a shot. So
Yeah.
building my confidence up.
So what's motivating you, man? I mean, it's so easy. We touched on it earlier. So many players can be happy with the swag they have right now. Again, just go back off of whatever their last play was. Hey, I was a freshman starting. What keeps you motivated every day to keep working on things and improving your game?
Just wanted to be the best, go to college, because I want to be the first one in my family to go to college and just on a full ride scholarship. And I just push myself every day to put my family in a better position than what we already are in. So I just do it for myself, for my family, and the ones who love me. So
Very good, very good. Talk about being a young person in class of 2023 right now, and you seem like you're kind of hip. The times I've seen you around, you don't seem like you're out the way, so you can kind of relate and go back and forth. How hard can it be sometimes as a young person just trying to fit in and deal with all the things that are going on, as well as trying to be a great basketball player with a great future?
Yeah, it is. It is hard fitting in and trying to, but you got to separate yourself and you can't be around the wrong crowds, and you just have to make people be a leader and make people follow you. Because if you get in the gym and they see that you want to work hard, like I've been in the gym by myself, and there's been some people that I want to ask if you want to work out, but if I'm over there working and they're over there watching, they just come over and they just start working out with me because they want to push themselves and get better. So you just have to separate yourself from other people, hanging with the right group that's gonna push you, and you can push them, and that's you just grow from there.
Very good. I think I have the idea what the answer to this question is, but name your support group. Who are the people who are around you constantly that are helping you reach your goals and keeping you on task?
My dad, since we were little, working out. My mom keeps pushing me. My grandma and my uncle. So those are a few people that push me a lot. I say mostly probably strongly. I say strongly my dad because we get on a good level when we talk about basketball. So that's been there for a long time. But yeah, my coach Witt, he pushes me every day in practice, tells me to be a leader on the floor, and just I have a great supporting cast.
It's interesting you say that, and I counted maybe about 4 or 5 people. I remember talking to Coach Tom Crean, who's currently the coach at University of Georgia, but when he was coaching Dwayne Wade at Marquette, he talked about the NBA green room on draft night, saying that no matter what you do in your basketball career, when it's time to be drafted, there are only 5 seats available for you in the green room, and one is for you. So when you sit here and you name only about 4 or 5 people, at the end of the day, when it's time to get drafted, it's only going to be those people who can be with you. So I think having a small support group is beneficial because when you think about it, so many people come and go and can be in your life. So many people can be hanger-ons because of the success you have. But at the end of the day, man, when it's time to really celebrate those big moments, it's going to be a small group. And you seem to already have your crew right here, which is pretty cool. Mm-hmm. What can you say to other young people who are aspiring to be where you are, who are young people coming up, who may have an opportunity to be on the level you're on, or just, people who want to just improve their game? What words of inspiration can you give them?
Just it comes down to just working hard and wanting it and just every day pushing yourself. I have my own schedule that I go off of, especially right now, and then when I'm in the gym. So just build a schedule and go from there and repeat that every single day because that's how you get better, Stay away from people that are going to bring you down and do your thing. And if you're not in the spotlight right now, you eventually can get there if you just work hard. Everything just comes with working hard and believing.
Okay, very good. I got this is kind of a trick question. How far away is your basketball from you right now?
My basketball, you talking about like an actual official size or just like one in the house that you just play around?
Yeah.
Like right next to me right now.
Right next to you. Okay, the reason I asked that, because every story about any NBA guy, man, that basketball is always close by. I know a lot of people talk about they want to go to the next level and they want to do all that, but the tools you need have to be with you, and I think you display that. The NBA is a great thing. Getting a college education for free is an awesome thing too. and just being a great person in life is important. But I just want to say that you got that goal, man, and from the moment I met you, you seem to embody that. You keep going, you keep that up, man. And I don't think I need to motivate you because you're already motivated, but I think you can be a great motivator to so many other people. So with that, man, before we wrap up, anything you want to say to, your coaching staff, your teammates, your friends, or family before we wrap up?
Just to have a good season this year, and I think this year we're gonna have a very solid team. Everybody on the same level. I think everybody's worth that. I think everybody is willing to work this season because last season it wasn't really like that, and everybody willing to work. But I think this season we're gonna be a team this year, and I think my coaches this year are very good coaches. My assistant coach and my head coach. I think that we have a very legitimate chance of competing in districts and that we can make it all the way.
All right. And the last thing I'll say, because of so many young people you're associated with, and this being May Mental Health Month, I'm going to leave a great resource. It's the Crisis Text Hotline. You can text 741-741. And if you or any other young person you know of is dealing with a mental health crisis, that can be a resource. And I think it's important because so many times we get caught up in so many other things and not deal with that. And the last thing I'll ask you, when you hear about mental health, what does that make you think of as it relates to your friends, people your age, and other challenges people may have?
Well, going to Godwin, at lunchtime, I see a lot of people sitting by themselves and a lot of things that happen. So mental health is a thing that a lot of people go through. I think it's our job to help people that go through that and talk with them and get on a personal level with them. I've conversated with a couple people at Godwin who that come to me and say, "I seen you last night play. You did a great job." And then they'll go sit by themselves on the ground lunch. And like I've had people at especially at Godwin a lot because it's around a public school area. So yeah, I've talked to people like that, and that's a serious issue.
Well, good. I'm glad you're taking that leadership and you're being part of the solution, not part of the problem. Very impressed with you, JaKary. I'm going to keep an eye on you. Don't get too big time on me when you blow up. And I'll be like, "What's up, man? Can I get at you?" But I know you're going to be all right. Send my best to your mom and dad, and keep doing great work. And we'll see you next time, okay?
Thank you. You too.
All right. Take care. Best of luck.
Thank you.